We sent a text message out about a big announcement that we are making today. It's super exciting. It's a big deal. We feel like this location is an awesome opportunity here in Lee Summit. Lee Summit is growing. We're right in the middle of our city. So we feel like this is a place that we should plant roots, grow, and really see what God can do here. And so, but we're lidded from a parking standpoint, because if we expand our building at all, we're just maxed out parking. And so we have been praying literally since we merged with Lee Summit First, that God would provide more parking, because we just knew we were going to need it. And our area to the west is unavailable in the Nazarene Church, but obviously there's a giant parking lot to our east. You guys see that, where all the Ford trucks are parked right now? Drake Development has been working on a plan, and we've been talking to them. We actually thought that what wasn't going to happen. They had told us no in October, that was like, we're not going to get any parking. So we started having our church pray on first Wednesdays that God would open doors. Well, we've been negotiating. God's moving, and I'm happy to announce that this past week we signed a letter of intent for 4.8 acres of parking right next door. It's really cool. Really cool. Massive answer to prayer. And so it's all coming. The timing is just absolutely phenomenal. Drake Development proposed something to the city on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, a development plan that they're going to take and make that giant parking lot into shops, apartment complexes, a fitness center. Some of your favorite places to eat will be right next door, and we're going to have a corner of it. Okay, so let me show you Drake Development's plan. This is Drake's development's plan right here. This is that parking lot next door. So you can see there's gonna be some of your favorite restaurants. I can't tell you the names, okay? Because it's all still like DL, but I'm telling you some really great places are coming in next door. There's an apartment complex, a field house, and see that rectangle in the corner? That's Summit Park Church parking, baby, right there. Isn't that cool? They're gonna reroute the road. It's just gonna be really fantastic. So, all right, so let's now look at how we would use that parking for Summit Park Church. See how that's gonna work? It's gonna be extra parking that would fill right into our ministry center, which would file in, Lord willing, if we're able, multiple things need to happen, but we'd like to get the road in between the church and the ministry center, and all of this could be one continuous location. Let's go to the next one. Phase 2, this is what we see as phase 2, that building right there, be a 12 to 1,400 seat auditorium. This whole building would be kids space, and it would spill into our parking lot, which would be really cool. A couple more renderings there of how it all would work together, and one more that you can get an overhead view of it. Come on, somebody, isn't that cool? Super cool. So number one, I want to say thank you for praying, because I know so many of you have been praying with us that this would happen, and it did take a miracle. We needed a miracle to happen, and God brought about a miracle. And I also want to say thank you for your faithfulness and generosity. Anything you give to Forward campaign, so when you go to the giving tab, you select Forward, will go to making this happen. And so I want to say thank you, again, above and beyond tithe and offering. But we're just believing that God's got more for us, and it's going to be cool to see it happen. Now, all this being said, phase 2 is, I think, years down the road. In between now and then, we plan on multi-siting Blue Springs and other communities nearby, because there are plenty of people who need Jesus in Kansas City. Plenty of people. There's no lack of it. God keeps bringing more people, and we want to be faithful to help and encourage as many people as possible, because we believe that there is more. And if you believe that, say, I do.